So can black British people, yeah, BBs, can we truly comment, have an opinion, and give critique on African American film? Can we do that?
Yeah, I believe we can.
Why? Why can we? Why?
We can.
That's what they're going to ask.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why can we? Well, there's loads of reasons why we can. But A, because you grew up on that film as well. Even though we didn't grow up in the same environments, culturally there's certain things that are slightly different. We still understand black pain. Yeah. Yeah, regardless of demographic. And yeah, I mean, what else do you want to know?
Okay, because I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Because this is what they're going to be asking, right? They're going to be saying, how can you watch a film like Boys in the Hood or Men's Society and understand that when you're British? Because they think that we're in England sipping tea.
Right. Now what we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything, black. Black owned with black money.
Okay,
Yeah.
so first and foremost, I've been to America and I know I don't know if it's like a joke, but you know, say, have you met the Queen? Do you live in a castle? A lot of Americans said that to me. Haven't met the Queen. Do not live in a castle.
We do live in a castle, though.
Yeah, your home is your castle, but we're actually in a castle now. Yeah, but that's not where we all live. Only one of us lives in this castle. Yeah. But what I would say is like, you have people in your ghetto films. You have a lot of ghetto films in it. It's how cracking the ghetto films. The ghetto in Baltimore is different from the ghetto in LA. It's different to the ghetto in New York. It's different to the ghetto in Birmingham, England, where I come from.
Search for the Amiens road, park up and light that haze. From the M to the N, that's Norton. No, we don't stop for the jigs.
Or London, England, where I've lived, yeah. But crack sales is crack sales, crackheads are crackheads, dealers are dealers, yeah. Like police brutality is police brutality. All of those things we share similar experiences. The only thing that's different is maybe our accents. Do you know what I mean? So the experiences that a black American's gone through, not all of them will be the same as what a black British person's gone through, but there will be some similarities. And also as well, the average American, I would imagine, the majority of black Americans are not criminals, yeah, and have not lived in a ghetto, really and truly. So hold on, so if you, the average American, isn't a criminal living in a ghetto, and a lot of films are ghetto, how are you qualified to comment on it when you've not lived that? Whereas there's someone else, where I come from, yeah, who is living that kind of life. So that person, even though they're not from your country, they have more in common with the people that are depicted in those stories that you're watching, because that's the life that they live, albeit in a different place, which is why you get other criminals bouncing from there, here and there. And then onto the other point, which was things like Squid Game, right? Right now, which is actually really popular, I'm sure you know about it. A lot of the breakdowns of Squid Game have been made by white people, and they've been good breakdowns. Also, a lot of the films that I've watched, I've seen white films broken down by, what's his name? He breaks it down. A lot of the black-white films, what's his name?
Mark Johnson?
No, man, with regards to Real Black, I forgot the guy's name.
Charles Woods.
Charles Woods. Yeah.
This is a Eurocentric system. What you're going to get for the most part is motion pictures that support the status quo.
Yeah, Charles Woods is a black man breaking down some white films, and his breakdowns are on point. Yeah, we can't say that because Charles Woods is not white, he's not fit to break. No, he's very fit to break it down because he breaks it down very well and gives us an understanding. So it's not really, to sound corny, it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. Yeah, and I've got experience of film, so if I'm talking about it, like, I'm not just talking about it for the sake of talking. I've got an understanding of it. So yeah, and in that same breath, yeah, basically, no, that's it really. That's it.
So what you're saying is with the Squid Game breakdowns, none of them have been broken down by Korean people.
Not that I've seen, yeah.
Yeah,
by Australians, by Americans,
White
British,
Australians.
white, yeah, all white,
Okay.
all white, and they've all been good. They've all been Easter
been
eggs.
relative,
They've all
innit?
been
Yeah.
relative, and they've all been Easter eggs that I didn't see on the first thing. So yeah, it's because their love is a film, innit? And that's what they're looking for. Like a programmer is probably looking for Easter eggs in a game, saying, oh, you can jump from level 1 on Mario to that. They didn't program that game.
Yeah.
But they're a game player. They understand.
So
the playment game.
do you think that African Americans are sometimes a little bit possessive over their own film?
No, also.
Move it, Ace. That's my spot. That's my spot, too.
Any spot in here that isn't yours?
Nope, they're all mine.
I will say no.
No, like, we don't want you guys to.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No?
I would say that in all everywhere you go, there's always one or two people that are precious of everything. Whether it's talking to Dominic earlier on about boxing and MMA, and an MMA fighter might want to say, you can't talk about MMA because you're a boxer. But as Dominic pointed out, there are things that you have in common which you, Dominic, you can say what they are. Likewise, he's found commonality between rugby and boxing, that he can transfer the skills that he's got in boxing onto his son in rugby. And as it goes, shouldn't really be saying this, but his son, I'm not going to say it, I'm going to say so. His son seems to be doing it extremely well, disproportionately well, compared to all the other children that have been playing rugby for a lot longer, simply because his dad, part of his DNA, but his dad has an understanding of sports psychology and the physiology, and he's putting it into his son, and he's getting those benefits, but he's not coming from a rugby background. The same way when I was younger, my friend who's American, from LA, like his dad used to say, rugby is like it's a sap sport. You get me? Because this is what you say to us as kids. We'd have these like little debates and that as youth, and I'd be like, well, I see similarities between rugby and American football, and those rugby players aren't wearing all that padding. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I said they're still getting crushed, but they ain't got the padding, so you can't really call it a sap sport. There's nothing sappy about it. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, I know that they hit hard in American football, but they still got their pads. But I bet you, between the two sports, the people who actually play the sports might find some similarities. Simple as. So they might be more qualified as.
But that's the thing,
yeah,
jumping out, exactly what you're saying there, jumping out. Say, like, that's a brilliant example.
Yeah.
When I'm watching, because my son's just started playing rugby, so then now I'm trying to understand the game, because I understand physiology, so I understand where and how he needs to move and what he needs to improve, whatever. We're getting back to the movie shortly, but then when I'm watching the differences between rugby and American football from a non-committed position,
either
I don't really care
about
I ain't
either way.
playing
You don't play them,
but I understand and I can see, actually, there's similarities. So for me, one of the things I thought, you know what, if Kyan goes on to become
really good
and decides to play for England, I'm thinking, the money that you're getting ain't what you're getting playing American football.
So
but in my head, I already thought, actually, I could just make the switch.
Make the switch,
because
exactly.
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
If it was about the money, obviously it needs to be about what makes him happy. You know what I mean? What has that got to do with anything? That has got everything to do with it. It's like sometimes when you're not involved in something, you can see it objectively. It's so much easier than being involved. It's like your brethren or your friend watching them in their relationship. You've got the best advice.
You can have the best advice. When you're in the same shit yourself, when you're in it yourself, you can't see it. You can't see it.
So it's the same. It's the same.
It's like the painting, isn't it? If you stood like
quite close up to it.
If you stood a few inches from a painting, it could be the Mona Lisa, and you've got no idea what it is. Then you take like 3-4 steps back, and you can. Oh, okay, it's the Mona Lisa. Bring it back to the film.
We're bringing it back to the film. So that just tells you that you can definitely.
But so when you're watching a film like Menace to Society, and then he goes and you got O-Dog, that character. You got this.
I feel sorry for your mother.
What you say about my mama? You feel sorry for who?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
The fuck you say about my mama?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
You talking shit. Every time I come in this motherfucker, you got something to say. Hey, where the motherfucking videotape? Give me the motherfucking video. Stop, give me the motherfucking videotape right now. Hey, nigga, clean the cash register. Come on. Shut up. Shut the fuck up with that noise. Hey, you better shut the fuck. I ain't playing. Hey, where the motherfucking tape at? What the fuck did you do, man?
Yeah, you got this character O-Dog who's like over the top, hyper.
They exist. Old dogs exist in life.
Huh?
Old dogs exist in life. And do you know why they probably exist as well? What's mad? This is completely not off topic, but Old Dogs exist in life, right down to in this country, probably because of Old Dog in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know people like Old Dog.
I met Old Dog the other day.
I didn't actually know anyone like Old Dog
Until
before
Old Dog, yeah.
I saw Old Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw versions coming up that way, but then as soon as
It
you
wasn't-
saw
it
Old
wasn't- it
Dog,
wasn't-
it
it
wasn't
wasn't
like
Old
that.
Dog,
It wasn't
it
like
wasn't
that.
Old Dog.
Black, black, black. Black on black, black.